The Enugu command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) has organized the public destruction of illicit drugs and other psychotropic substances as ordered by the Federal High Court in Enugu. The drugs were burnt at Enugu Phase 2 Old West Dump site. The Enugu State Commander of NDLEA, Idimbasi, said that the command was working hard to make Enugu State drug-free. He called on the citizens to collaborate with the agency to keep drugs off the state. The former Inspector General of Police, Ogbonnayo Novo, who was one of the dignitaries that witnessed the public destructions, called on the Nigerians to join hands with NDLEA in the fight against illegal drugs, explaining that drugs influence people to commit many crimes.
Criminal activities. You can see how horrendous, how terrible, how brutal the criminals are each time they perform their criminal activities. It has not only moved from killing people, but these days they decapitate. They decapitate, they rape even pregnant women, kill children anyhow. This cannot be under normal influence. It is the same drugs that give them that type of notoriety they have. It is the same drugs that make them, that always puts them on a higher note, where they don't have any human values, no sanctity of human life anymore. That is the reason why all of us must fight drugs at all times.
The Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Mawa, who was represented by Director of Investigation Samuel Gazama, said that Enugu command of the agency seized 23,721.7948 kg of illicit drugs between 2008 and 2022. He then gave the breakdown of the drugs to be burnt.
I want to inform you that we are gathered here for the public destruction by burning of illicit drugs seized by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Enugu State Command, at various times between 2008 to 2022. And the total for this period stands at 23,721.794 kg. For the avoidance of doubt, that sums up to about 24 tons. 24 tons. The breakdown of these drugs is as follows: cocaine, 21.699 kg, heroin, 14.828 kg, amphetamine, 0.618 kg, methamphetamine, 24.347 kg, then precursor chemicals. Of course, when we say precursor chemicals, those are the chemicals that they use largely to produce or to process some of these drugs that we refer to, and most of them are controlled, and some of them are even banned. So we also seize precursor chemicals, 154.0 kg. Then cannabis sativa, which carries the chunk of what we are going to destroy today, 23.255.1 kg. So, and then other pharmaceuticals, 200, total, all put 281.759 kg. I will not fail to appreciate the role and contributions of all of you here. And I will also not fail to appreciate the roles and contributions of our international counterparts. Maybe some of them are represented here, maybe not, but they are our worthy partners, and we feel so proud to identify with them, acknowledge them, and recognize them anywhere we go. Most especially the US DEA, the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, UNODC, the UK Border Force, the German police, and others too numerous to mention, to the success story of the agency. Of course, I had already acknowledged the contributions of the various sister agencies and security agencies. Let me at this point, ladies and gentlemen, say that NDLEA had a wonderful synergy with almost all security agencies nationwide.
He then urged Nigerians to join hands in the fight against illicit drugs in the country.
I call on all Nigerians to team up with government in fighting the war against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. The negative implications of these twin evils are far-reaching, including but not limited to the adverse effect on the health of people, avoidable road accidents, civil defense, road safety, I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that, avoidable road accident and drug-related criminalities. I want to remark further that if the present tempo of work in fighting the scourge of drug menace is sustained with the cooperation from non-state actors and parents, there will be no more weeds or psychotropic substances for burning in the future.
The Enugu State Governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, who was represented by his Special Advisor on Information, Honorable Steve Ororo, thanked the Enugu chapter of NDLEA for their effort in tackling the abuse of hard drugs in the state. He said that Enugu State was the safest state in the southeast despite some security challenges, adding that the government would continue to give support to the agency to make sure that Enugu State is protected from illicit drugs.
It is through this commitment, unflappable commitment and unmitigated, effort of these agencies, championed and exemplified by NDLEA, that we have, succeeded in leaving our state. Should I call it an impregnable fortress for Ndibo? It is very clear that the safest state in the southeast is Enugu State. Despite the few vices we have had and few challenges we have had, security has been involved, insecurity actually has been evolving and mutating within this society. But with the efforts and collaboration of security agencies, the dangers have been tempered. So we wish to thank you for this effort and also make a commitment that the government is a continuum. Even if this particular regime ends, the other will still give you full backup. This is a promise from the desk of the governor.
The public burning of the illicit drugs was witnessed by the Enugu State Governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, represented by his Special Advisor on Information, Honorable Steve Ororo, the Commander of Enugu State Chapter of the agency, Idin Basi, former Inspector General of Police, Ogbonnayo Novo, commanders of the agency from various states, and many other high government officials of Enugu State. In Enugu, Chukwudi Madako for Signature TV.